All right, we're
Robert
back.
Slim Show. Robert.
Hey, it's Robert Craig. Yeah, it's Robert Craighead.
Robert Craighead, how you doing, dude?
Fantastic. How you guys doing?
All right.
Great,
Do
we're doing
you have
great.
us on speaker right now, Robert?
Yeah, do you want me to take you off?
No, you're fine. It sounds fine.
Oh, then why'd you ask, you jerk?
Because he asked me before if it was okay if I had him on speaker, and I wanted to see how it sounded first before I told him yes. So that's why I told him.
Stop being a dick to our guests, bro. You are a Hollywood actor, Robert. Correct?
I'm Hollywood, baby.
Wow.
I'm in Woodland Hills.
And you are in Future Man, correct?
Yes, I'm in Future Man. Have you guys checked it out yet on Hulu?
I have not because I don't have Hulu.
I don't have a Hulu.
I don't think
account
most
either.
guys
the
do.
first
Oh,
episode.
come on, man.
Oh, you saw it?
Slambo?
I saw some of the first episode.
Some of it.
30 days.
Who's your character, Robert? You play Detective Skarsgaard?
I play Detective Vincent Skarsgard. I'm a man on a mission to get vengeance for the death of my partner Jorge Santiago,
That's amazing.
That is
who left his
righteous.
widow belly swollen with child.
Wow. Wow. I like it. You just got the part. You got the part. How's it working with do you work directly with fucking Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen? Actually, no, I didn't work. He didn't direct the episodes that I was in, but I did. He was at the table readings, and he was on set a few times. He was primarily the executive producer on the show.
Yeah.
Ariel Shafir and Kyle Hunter were the creators, along with Ben Carlin, who's a showrunner, executive producer. Those guys, Matt Talmadge, those guys were the ones that were, they were in charge of everything. They wrote most of Seth's movies that he's done, like him and Evan Goldberg's movies, like This Is the End,
That's
The
my
Interview,
favorites. Yes.
Neighbor, stuff like that.
This Is the End. That's one of my faves. I don't know about you, but Danny McBride in that
Love
movie. Danny McBride just, oh my God, stole it.
Danny McBride is fantastic. He steals everything he's in.
Isn't he? He's amazing. He's amazing. Oh my God. That's so cool.
So where are you guys located at? Are you in New York?
We're South Jersey. We're not good enough to be even that high in Jersey.
Oh, really? Where in South Jersey are you?
About 45 minutes from AC.
Yeah, you could see it right across the bay.
Oh, okay. Because I go to Cape May every summer.
That's about an hour or two south,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, no, I love Cape May. Beautiful, beautiful little place. My wife's family has had a house there on the beach for about 80 years, and we go there every summer for a family vacation. It's a lot of fun.
Cool.
It sucks because we're on break during the summer. I was going to say if you were ever out this way, come in live. But yeah, we take a break during the summer.
You might see me driving around my bug truck, though.
Oh, we could have our intern. We could have him.
Interview you in his bug truck.
He could spray your yard for bugs if you want.
Oh. Well, the mosquitoes get pretty bad there in the summer.
They definitely do.
Robert,
Yeah, we could probably use it.
Robert, you can trust him too. He's getting a degree in bug stuff.
yeah.
Oh, bugology. He's
Yeah,
going to
bugology.
bug science school.
I'm
Robert.
going for bugology. It's true.
He'll make sure those bugs will never come back. Not like those other exterminators.
Not like those other guys. Not like Terminex. Who needs them?
What kind of bugs do you specialize in? I mean, is it
Like fleas.
like bed bugs?
Yeah, fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, anything that eats your garden shrubs.
Well, what
Anything
about
that
like
chews your garden up.
What about Black Widows? I don't like
Them
those.
too.
They're gonna kill my kids.
We go after them too.
Okay. So all the important bugs.
Lamborghini's a Black Widow
All the
hunter.
ones you're terrified of, he will squash.
I will kill them.
He will kill them dead.
Oh, might as well put a plug. What's the name of your company there? Let's put a plug for it.
Oh, they also do weeds. They're mainly
What's the
called
company?
Oh, South Jersey Weed Control. Man.
All right, South Jersey Weed Control.
There you go.
That's who I work for.
They owe you money now.
Ask for this Lamborghini if you ever hire them.
The boss has a goat that attacks him when he shows up for work, Robert.
Yeah, he's like the Jersey Devil. He used to attack my.
Well, it's good to know that you have a day job, man. That's good.
Yeah. Yep.
Robert, I was going to ask you. You've worked in so many things. Wings, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
God, you're going way back, aren't you?
Yeah.
Always
What
Sunny.
has been your favorite and most proud moment of your acting career?
Well, obviously, you ask an actor that, it's always going to be his last job. So,
Okay.
you know, I mean, Future Man right now is just really taking off, and it's getting a great response from the audiences, people out there. So I'm surprised you haven't watched it yet, being a Seth Rogen fan.
Yes, I really.
But
do
like
need
I
to.
said, just to give a little plug for Hulu, you can get a 30-day free trial if you've never had it before, and then you can just binge watch the shit out of it. And then if you want to keep Hulu after that, you can.
Cool.
But
Hulu's the
I strongly
future.
recommend it, because hopefully they'll be back next year as well.
Yeah.
For season 2.
Cool. What I want to ask too, what is the craziest thing you've seen go down during production of a film or a show?
The craziest thing I've seen gone down.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I was doing this movie for Sci-Fi last year up in Bakersfield, and we were trying to get it out for a Sharknado week, right? And it was one of those comedy, tongue-in-cheek shark movies called Damn Sharks. I don't know if you guys caught that, but anyway, so we're up on the Kern River in Bakersfield, and it's 40 degrees, and we're shooting stuff on the with these sharks that have infiltrated the Kern River, and and they're wanting us to jump in there, when we're attacked by the sharks. And I'm like, okay, you're going to have one take on this, I mean, I don't know what you're looking for by crazy, but
There's real sharks? Real sharks in the water?
no, hell no.
Oh, okay.
They were CGI alive sharks.
And they're shark gummies, they had like rubber sharks and stuff
Shark
like that.
Did they use the footage?
No, I don't know. Crazy stuff that's gone down on set. I could go back to my early days with Gary Busey on The Bear. I mean, those, Gary got kind of crazy back then in the early 80s.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But he still gets crazy. doesn't he?
He does. I love everything he does. Oh, my God.
So do I. I've worked with him about 3 times.
Wow.
And I'm good friends with him and his wife. So
That's cool. He's amazing. I love the what was it, the Amazon Echo commercial he
Yeah,
did?
those are
Oh
great.
my God, so much fun.
I always felt like Gary Busey is one of those guys that you hire and you just say, Gary, just be yourself.
just be
you.
Just be Gary Busey. Yeah, like
The Businator.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he did well with that commercial. But Gary's a great guy. He's got a wonderful heart, and he's sometimes he can get out there, but he really has the best intentions all the time.
Yeah.
I love him.
That's amazing. I was gonna ask you too. I saw on your IMDb, what is the Jizmaster 2 Part 2?
Oh my God!
It sounds like my kind of movie.
Oh man, I tell you what, I even told the guy whenever I did that for him, I said, look, it was a casting director, Chris Gertz, who cast for Wendy O'Brien casting over there, and he does they do like Sons of Anarchy and all these TV shows. So they, do a lot of stuff. And anyway, he was always having me come in, and he goes, "Look," he said, "I'm making this this web series, or I think it was a web series." He goes, "Would you play this part for me?" And I'm going, "Sure." And he goes, I said, "What is it?" And he tells me, and he goes, "It's the Jizmaster." And I'm like going, "You know what? I'll do it as long as you promise not to put that on my IMDb."
The Jizmaster. That's great.
Yeah, it looks like it's a porn movie, but it's a really odd. It's a very similar type Seth Rogen comedy type thing. It's about this guy who has to ingest semen in order to have his power or something like that.
Do you play are you the Jizmaster?
No, I'm not the Jizmaster. No,
You're just a donor.
I played
this
IRS agent who comes because he's making so much money from getting because he's selling. Wait, no, yeah. There's this one guy who's buying the jizz or selling the jizz to him. Yeah. And so he's making a lot of money. And so I was an IRS guy coming to audit him or something.
So you played the Jizz Buster.
That's the Jizmaster. Yeah, that's the sequel. The Jizz Auditor.
Well, thanks for bringing that up. Chris probably appreciates that. But
I was like, oh my God.
I do have a legitimate film coming out on video on demand and on DVD next week. Actually, I believe it's on Tuesday, January 9th. The Tiger Hunter with Danny Pudi and Kevin Pollak and John Heder, cool. Karen David. Wow. It's a wonderful film directed by Lena Khan, and it'll be out on video on demand and also on Blu-ray DVD. It's about an Indian man who comes to the United States to seek his fame and fortune in the 1970s. So it's a very heartwarming and very funny movie. And I have some great stuff with Danny Pudi and Kevin Pollak in the film. So
how was it working with John Heder?
Well, I didn't work that much with. I didn't work with John at all, but I did meet him and shot the breeze with him a few times because an old acting coach of mine played his grandmother in Napoleon Dynamite, Sandy Martin.
Yes.
And anyway, so we shot the breeze about that, because she's a wonderful actress.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I know I didn't work with him, but he's a nice guy.
That's cool. Guy. Yeah, he's done some great stuff. I've liked a lot of his other stuff better than I like Napoleon. Had a few parts that got me, but I've liked a lot of his other stuff. Even Monster House.
Was that him in Deadpool, or was
he in Deadpool?
Wasn't he like the bartender, the friend of his?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't start. It's been a while. I've slept since I watched that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
No, it was a good movie, but I don't know. What's his name? Ryan
Reynolds. It was.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. That movie, he talks so fast in that movie.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Reynolds always talks so fast, it's hard for me to keep up with what he's saying. I'm a Southern boy. We talk real slow, and we're just slow.
Yeah. I saw too. You worked with
movies called The Jizmaster.
My bell broke.
We get suckered into stuff like that.
I saw too, Robert. You worked with Dee Wallace from E.T.
Oh, Dee Wallace is one of my best friends in the world. I was just at her house for New Year's Eve, as a matter of fact. We had a nice little dinner party over there. I guess it was about her and her manager and his wife, and I guess it was about a dozen people there. It was a nice little quiet evening for New Year's over there. But I've known Dee for, going on 35, 36 years now.
Wow, how did you guys connect in the first place?
How's that?
How did you guys connect in the first place?
Well, after I got out of acting school, the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, I was recommended to she was producing. Her and her husband Christopher Stone were producing a play. It was a world premiere comedy called The Meritage, and it was the history of America, kind of a la Monty Python. And anyway, it was hilarious. You 8 people played 200 different characters during the Revolutionary War period. And anyway, I worked on that show with her for about 1.5 years, and then that turned in. She recommended me for Cujo, and I worked on Cujo with her. And anyway, we've just always remained very close friends throughout the years, and I'm friends with her daughter, and we're buds. We're best buds.
That's so cool. So cool.
Yeah.
I saw two.
We're looking at a project right now that I had a producer contact me that wants us to come up with a script for him to produce for her and I, and he wants to direct it as well. And so her and I are kind of brainstorming right now on this film.
Wow, that's cool.
Any ideas out there, send them my way, okay?
I got a lot of bad ideas.
Oh, they're brilliant. They're all brilliant.
I got a lot of like Jizmaster level ideas. Like I don't know if these are gonna fly.
Robert, he has one. I don't know if he wants me to give it to you because it's gonna make you a lot of money if you just steal it from him. But where he's gonna solve a crime and it's actually his sons that came up with it.
This is my son had this idea. Yeah, he wants me to we were watching Unsolved Mysteries, and I said I was gonna do a crime show where I figured things out, and my son wants me to come in the room and there's like 5 half-eaten Lunchables, and I have to figure out, and there's like 20 kids, and I got to figure out who ate all these half Lunchables, and I got to make them eat the rest. I gotta figure this out.
Well, that sounds like a game show.
So I'm gonna have to shake down a lot of toddlers, a lot of pre-K kids.
Shake down the toddlers.
Who didn't
stick
finish
your finger down their throat, and then they'll have to throw up, and then you'll see who ate what.
Yes! That's the layer I was missing.
He solved the crime for you.
I solved it for you.
I was gonna sniff and lick their fingers. I was gonna do all sorts of things to figure this out.
Oh man. Okay. You get arrested for doing stuff like that.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be a lot of like waivers signed and stuff like that. The Lunchable files.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my kids away from you.
So's my ex-wife.
Oh, that's why she's your ex-wife, right?
Yes. Yeah, she's perfect ex-wife material. Oh man. What I saw, Robert, that you worked on Tyler Perry's Too Close to Home. Did you know Steve Coulter?
No, that name doesn't ring a bell. What did he do for Tyler Perry?
Well, he's been on Walking Dead. He's been on one of the Fast and Furious movies. I think Part 6. He's done a lot of things, and he's worked with Tyler Perry. He's written for Tyler Perry, so I didn't know if you knew him.
Oh wow, no. If I met him, it would have been briefly in passing, but. Yeah, no, I did 2 seasons on Too Close to Home for Tyler, and I think our show we were ready to do a 3rd season, and we became collateral damage, I believe, of his major merger with Viacom, and so he at that point he wasn't able to enter into any more deals with any other networks, and so we could not continue that series with TLC, and so it kind of got pushed to the wayside, but it was a lot of fun. It was great. He works at a tremendous pace, and I loved going to Atlanta and filming. You know, his studios there are it's very reminiscent to me of like going to Disneyland. It's like the happy place. Everybody's just always in a good mood and smiling and having a great time. Everybody gets paid well. They work their ass off to do their job and get everything done really quickly and move on to the next project.
That's what he said. Kind of like if you worked hard and produced for him, he would take care of you.
Oh yeah. No, he's a fantastic guy. I love Tyler Perry. I have nothing but great things to say about him. So I had a great experience with him. And plus it was great. The hotel I stayed at. You're talking about the Fast and the Furious. The hotel I stayed at. I'll give them a plug. The Georgian Terrace, beautiful hotel in Midtown Atlanta. Everyone, when they're filming in Atlanta, comes there. And the Fast and the Furious 7. I guess was that the one that they just came out with.
I think that was.
Maybe that's the one. But anyway, one of the Fast and the Furious movies was filming in Atlanta, so everybody was there on set. And staying at the hotel, and so it was like, I met all the guys. I went to the Walking Dead parties last Halloween. So it was a lot of fun hanging out in Atlanta. Yeah, a lot going on there. It's a great town.
That's cool. Robert, what in all your years of acting do you feel is the best advancement in the industry?
The best what?
Advancement in the industry, like as far as acting has gone, like green screens. Like, what would you say would be the best thing that's happened?
Oh, well, I tell people this all the time. I left the industry for 11, 12 years. From 1998 to 2010, and when I came back into the industry, I was raising my daughter and doing some other things. And when I came back into the industry in 2010, I was blown away at the opportunities that were available to everyone. I mean, you can make your own movies relatively inexpensively. Everything, the digital formats. These being able to do your own show like this is another fantastic advancement.
Yeah.
But it was just there's so many more platforms and mediums that are available to not just actors, but to directors, writers, producers, engineers, crew, and just everything, writers. I think that the digital and the media platforms that have opened up over the last 10, 15 years have just really blown this industry up.
Nice.
So I would say that would probably be the fastest advancement I've seen.
Cool. And what has been one of your favorite moments of doing Future Man?
One of my favorite moments of doing Future Man, I would say, we were. I was originally signed on to do 2 episodes, 2 guest stars, and anyway, we had so much fun. I had so much fun with the character that they kept writing more and more for me because they're writing as they go along, and I wound up doing 6 or 7 episodes, and there was a point where they were talking about me. They said, okay, we're thinking that you're going to get busted down from detective to a meter maid. And I'm like going, you know what, guys? I said, that's freaking awesome. That is hilarious. Can I wear one of those little meter maid outfits wearing short shorts and little hot pant type thing, and drive one of those little 3-wheel meter carts,
Yes.
And the showrunner looks at me and he goes, Robert, I don't think you would look very good in short shorts. And I'm going, exactly.
That's the point. Yes. Yes.
Exactly. That's what's funny about it. And anyway, he's like going, He said, well, we'll think about it. And anyway, a few weeks later, they came back to me. They go, we're going to go with your idea, and we're going to run with it. And so we did. I did a couple of episodes as in a meter maid outfit. It was,
that's amazing.
Cool.
That's amazing. And I love that you said that they're writing it as they go along. See, I always figured that kind of a project was already all written. It was already set before they filmed it. I didn't realize that would be something they were writing.
I mean, they have a general idea of where they're going with things, but I mean, most shows that I work on, most television shows, no, they're writing as they go along.
Wow.
So, like New Girl, they kept bringing me back on New Girl and coming up with fun stuff for me to do on there. Of course the show just ended, but yeah, that's the way those shows work, is they write as they go along.
That's amazing. Robert, we have to wrap this up, dude, but thank you so much. It's been amazing talking to you.
Well, one more plug, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Not at all.
February 6th, I have a new movie that I'm really proud to be a part of, directed by James Cotton. It's called Painted Woman, and it stars Steph Dawson from The Hunger Games, Matt Dallas from XYZ series, David Thomas Jenkins, Kiowa Gordon, and myself. And it's a Western. It's about a woman who's coming into her own power at the turn of the century, and I play the evilest, most despicable son of a bitch ever in the. I'm the Harvey Weinstein of 1899. So,
sounds great.
I want you all to check that out. It'll be on video on demand February 6th, and available on DVD and Blu-ray at Walmart, also other places. It's a fantastic film. It's had a tremendous success at film festivals, and I really hope you all check it out. Painted Woman.
Absolutely. And where can everybody find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Robert Craighead, on Instagram at Robert Craighead, on Facebook Robert Craighead. I'm real hard to find. I come up with real tricky names like Jizmaster.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you guys for having me on the show, man.
Definitely. We'll definitely have to do it again sometime.
Okay, and I'll look for the Bugmobile whenever I'm in town. Okay.
He's got a Batman, what's that, beanie on.
Yeah.
He's got a Batman beanie on.
Yeah, and it's a pickup truck.
I'll be looking for the man in the Batman beanie.
Actually,
for bugs.
I actually wear the hat when I'm working. I wear the hat like Bill Murray on Caddyshack. Okay,
well, you stay away from the little kids, though. Okay?
I spray them too.
That's why we take summers off. Thank you, Robert. You're the best.
Thank you, guys.
You
guys have a great evening.
You too.